Take a look at the Ferrari 360 styling, interior, performance, and more. Find out from a real owner what makes this Italian rare and moody, and discover if you should buy the car. The Ferrari 360 was produced from 1999 to 2005 and replaced the 355. We'll take a look at the car, but first, a production note. The owner of the Ferrari prefers to remain private, so unlike our other episodes, you won't see him, but you will hear from him. I started by asking him what's the first thing he likes about the 360.
The 6-speed gated manual transmission that trades for about 20,000 extra because they're so rare, and these Ferraris now are generally going up in value, and it's just much more of a visceral, fun experience.
It is rare. Reportedly, there are only 670 Spyders with manual transmissions in the US. If you're considering getting a 360 Spyder, automatic or manual, they range in price from about $60,000 to just over $100,000. So, what do you get for that kind of money? Styled by Pininfarina, the 360 has some heart-stopping looks. The fluid lines are a departure from the more angular lines of its predecessor, the 355. A neat detail is the body-colored integrated light cluster. That's pretty rare to see. A low profile and deep sculpting improves the aerodynamics. But that sexy road-hugging posture can have a downside.
It's extremely low to the ground. I scrape it all the time.
So yes, you have to be super careful. Another cool detail is the way the door handle is integrated into the sculpted air intake for the engine. The rear has quad exhaust pipes symmetrically located around the diffuser. So, what's another like for the owner?
Definitely the exhaust sound and the engine sound. It has an IPE exhaust and with open valves, and it is just loud and angry.
The best part of the exterior design is this: the work of art that is the engine put on display for all to see behind a glass cover. Echoes of that exposed machinery idea are brought to the interior also. The interior feels like a cool mix of luxury and industrial aesthetic. There's the leather-covered steering, dash, and seats, but that's played off with industrial elements like the aluminum around the interior, exposed fasteners everywhere you look, drilled alloy pedals, and footrest. The seats with contrasting stripes recall vintage Ferrari seat patterns. There's badging remind you of Ferrari's racing heritage. The instrument cluster has a cool aluminum surround with the tachometer in the center showing the red line all the way at 8,700 RPM. Just don't plan on going too far away with this car. The luggage space is pretty small.
The car is moody. It is Italian and has a personality of its own. The top will sometimes work and not work. Check engine lights will come on and then turn off for no reason. Lights will sometimes work and not. It really has its own personality. It tells me how it's feeling with its little issues.
And sure enough, while we were filming, the top decided not to work. Second time, however, was the charm. So let's get back to that work of art. It's a V8 engine producing 395 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque. Now remember, this is a 2003, so those are some pretty astounding numbers for then. With the weight coming in around the mid-3,000 pounds, the 0 to 60 time is an impressive 4.6 seconds.
The car takes a half an hour to warm up. It has a dry sump, lubrication system. And really, to get the engine warm and the motor oil warm, it takes a lot longer than a traditional car.
And once it's all warmed up, how does it handle?
It literally handles on rails. All the new Ferraris have wider tires and better suspension, and this car is faster than you can go around turns safely on the street.
I agree, it was completely a wild experience to ride in that car. So it's good looking, rare, and handles great, but can be temperamental and moody. Should you buy, consider, or skip the 360?
I would absolutely buy it if you want a true visceral sports car experience.
If you're considering the 360, take a look at some of our other owner reviews and let's get you on the show.